In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Successful indeed are the believers, who are humble in their prayers, and those who keep aloof from what is vain, and those who are active in giving the poor due zakat, and those who guard their private parts, save from their wives or the slaves that their right hands possess, for then verily they are not blameworthy. But whoso craves beyond that, such are transgressors, and those who are keepers of their trusts and their covenant, and those who take care of their prayers. These, they are the heirs, those who will inherit the paradise, therein they will abide. And certainly we created man from an extract of clay. Then we placed him as a drop of sperm in a safe lodging. Then we created of the sperm a clot. Then we made the clot a lump of flesh. Then we made the lump of flesh bones. Then we clothed the bones with flesh. Thereafter we produced it as another creation. So blessed be Allah, the best of the creators. Then verily after that you shall die. Then verily on the day of resurrection you will be raised again. And we have created above you 7 paths, and we are never unmindful of our creation. And we sent down water from the sky in measure, and we lodged it in the earth, and verily we are able to take it away. Then we produced for you therewith gardens of date palms and grapes, wherein is much fruit for you, and whereof you eat, and a tree springing out of Mount Sinai, which produces oil and seasoning for those who eat. And verily there is a lesson for you in the cattle. We give you to drink of that which is in their bellies, and you have many benefits in them, and of them you eat. And on them and on the ships, advantages, you are carried. And indeed we sent Noah unto his folk, and he said, O my people, worship Allah. You have no other God save Him. Will you not keep from evil? But the chiefs of those who disbelieved from among his people said, This is nothing but a mortal like you, who intends to gain superiority over you. And if Allah had pleased to send any prophet, He surely could have sent down angels. We have not heard of this invitation among our ancestors of old. He is just a man in whom is a madness, so bear with him for a while. He, Noah, said, My Lord, help me against what they belie. Then we revealed unto him, Build the ark before our eyes, and according to our revelation. Then when our command comes and the oven gushes water, take into it a pair of every kind of animal, and also your family, except those of them against whom the word has already gone forth. And plead not with me on behalf of those who are unjust, for verily they shall be drowned. And when you and those with you are settled on the ark, say, All praise belongs to Allah, who has delivered us from the unjust people. And say, My Lord, cause me to land with a blessed landing, for you are the best to cause to land. Verily in this there are signs, and indeed we put men to test. Then after them we produced another generation. And we sent among them a messenger from among themselves, saying, Worship Allah, you have no other God besides Him. Will you not keep from evil? The chiefs of his people, who disbelieved and denied the meeting of the hereafter, and whom we had given affluence in the life of the world, said, This is nothing but a mortal like you. He eats of what you eat from, and drinks of what you drink. And if you obey a mortal like yourselves, verily then you will be losers. Does he promise you that when you are dead and have become dust and bones, you will indeed be raised from the dead? Far, very far is what you are promised. There is nothing but our life in this world. We die and we live, and we shall not be raised again. He is naught but a man who has forged a lie about Allah, and we will not believe him. Their prophet said, My Lord, help me against what they belie. Allah said, In a little while they will be remorseful. Then the blast overtook them with justice, and we made them into a scum. So away with the unjust people. Then after them we brought forth other generations. No nation may outstrip its term, nor do they postpone it. Then we sent our messengers one after another. Whenever there came unto a people their messenger, they belied him. So we caused some of them to follow others in disaster, and we made them stories. So away with the people that do not believe. Then we sent Moses and his brother Aaron with our signs and a manifest authority unto Pharaoh and his chiefs, but they behaved insolently, and they were an arrogant people. And they said, Shall we believe in two humans like ourselves, while their people are our slaves? So they belied both of them, and became of those who were destroyed. And certainly we gave Moses the book, that they may be rightly guided. And we made the son of Mary and his mother a sign, and we sheltered them upon a height, quiet, secure, and watered by a stream. O messengers, eat of the good things, and act righteously. Verily I know best what you do. And verily this ummah of yours is a single ummah, and I am your Lord, so fear me. But people have cut off their affair of unity between them into sects, each party rejoicing in that which is with them. But leave them in their overwhelming ignorance for a time. Do they think that what we aid them with wealth and children, we are hasting unto them of good things? Nay, they do not perceive. Verily those who from fear of their Lord are cautious, and those who believe in the signs of their Lord, and those who do not associate anything with their Lord, and those who give what they give in charity, while their hearts are full of fear that they must finally return unto their Lord, these are they who hasten in good things, and they are the foremost to attain them. And we do not task a soul but to the extent of its ability, and with us is a record which clearly speaks the truth, and they will not be dealt with unjustly. But their hearts are in overwhelming ignorance of this record, and they have, besides that, other deeds which they are doing. Until, when we seize the luxurious ones of them with punishment, behold, they groan. It will be said to them, Groan not this day, surely you will not be helped by us. Indeed, my signs used to be rehearsed to you, but you used to turn back on your heels. In arrogance, talking nonsense about it, the Quran, discoursing foolishly by night. Have they not pondered over the statement of the Quran, or has anything come to them that did not come to their fathers of old? Or do they not recognize their messenger, that they reject him? Or do they say, There is a madness in him? Rather, he has brought them the truth, but most of them hate the truth. And if the truth had followed their low desires, certainly the heavens and the earth, and whoever therein would have perished. Rather, we have sent them their reminder, the Quran, but they turn away from their reminder. Or is it that you ask them a recompense? But the recompense of your Lord is the best. He is the best of the sustainers. And verily you call them unto the straight way. And verily those who do not believe in the hereafter are deviating from the way. If we had mercy on them and removed the distress which is on them, they would obstinately persist in their transgression, blindly wandering on. And indeed we inflicted chastisement on them, but they were not submissive unto their Lord, nor do they humble themselves. Until, when we open against them a gate of severe chastisement, behold, they will get into despair at it. He it is who produced for you hearing and eyes and hearts, minds. Very little it is what you give thanks. And He it is who multiplied you in the earth, and unto Him you shall be mustered. And He it is who gives life and death, and to Him belongs the alternation of the night and the day. Have you then no sense? Nay, but they say the like of what the ancients said. They say, What? When we die and become dust and bones, shall we then be raised up again? Certainly we and our fathers have been promised this aforetime. This is naught but fables of the ancient. Say, Whose is the earth, and whosoever is in it, if you have knowledge? They will say, Allah's. Say, Will you not then remember? Say, Who is the Lord of the 7 heavens, and the Lord of the mighty throne? They will say, Allah's. Say, Will you not then keep from evil? Say, In whose hand is the dominion of all things, and who protects all, but is never protected, if you have knowledge? They will say, It belongs to Allah. Say, How then are you bewitched? Nay, we have brought them the truth, and verily they are liars. No son has Allah begot, nor is there any God along with Him, else each God would have certainly taken off that which He had created, and some of them would certainly have risen up over others. Glorified be Allah above what they describe. He is the knower of the unseen and the visible, so exalted be He above what they ascribe as partners unto Him. Say, My Lord, if you show me what chastisement they are promised. My Lord, then set me not among the unjust people. And verily we are able to show you that which we promise them. Repel evil with that which is best. We know best what they describe. And say, My Lord, I seek refuge in you from the suggestions of Satan's. And I seek refuge in you, my Lord, lest they attend me. Until when death comes unto one of them, he says, My Lord, send me back again, that I might do righteousness in that which I have left behind. Nay, it is but a mere word that he says, and behind them is a partition until the day when they shall be raised up. And when the trumpet is blown, there will be no relationship between them that day, nor will they ask of one another. Then whoever's scale be heavy, those are they who shall be prosperous. And whoever's scale be light, those are they who have ruined their souls. In hell will they abide. The fire will burn their faces, and they are glum therein, with their lips displaced. They will be told, Were not my signs recited to you? Then you used to belie them. They will say, Our Lord, our adversity conquered us, and we were a people gone astray. Our Lord, bring us forth out of it. Then if we return to evil, then verily we shall be unjust. He will say, Be you driven into it, and speak not to me. Verily there was a party among my servants who used to say, Our Lord, we believe, therefore forgive us, and have mercy on us, for you are the best of the mercifulness. But you took them with ridicule, until it made you forget my remembrance, and you were laughing at them. Verily I have recompensed them this day, for they were patient and steadfast, that they are indeed the triumphant. He will say, How many years did you tarry in the earth? They will say, We tarried but a day or part of a day, but ask those who keep account. He will say, You tarried but a little, if you had only known. What? Do you then think that we created you aimlessly, and that you shall not be returned to us? Therefore, high exalted is Allah, the King of the truth. There is no God but He, the Lord of Arsh, the throne of grace. And whoever invokes with Allah another God, he has no proof thereof. Therefore his reckoning is only with his Lord. Verily, the disbelievers will not prosper. And O Muhammad, say, My Lord, forgive and have mercy, for you are the best of the merciful ones. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. This is a surah which we have sent down and which we have enjoined, and in it we have sent down clear signs, so that you might remember. The fornicatress and the fornicator, scourge you each one of them with 100 stripes, and let not pity for them withhold you from enforcing the sentence of Allah, if you believe in Allah and the Last Day, and let a party of the believers witness their punishment. The fornicator shall not marry save a fornicatress or an idolatress, and the fornicatress none shall marry her save a fornicator or an idolater, and all that is forbidden unto the believers. And those who accuse chaste women with adultery, but do not bring 4 witnesses, then scourge them with 80 stripes, and do not afterward accept their testimony forever. And these are they that are evildoers. Save those who repent thereafter, and make amends, for verily Allah is forgiving, merciful. And as for those who accuse their wives with adultery, and have in support no witness except themselves, then the testimony of one of them shall be taken 4 times, swearing by Allah that verily he is of the truthful ones. And the 5th oath to be that the curse of Allah be on him if he is one of the liars. And it shall avert the punishment from her if she bears witness 4 times, swearing by Allah that verily he is one of the liars. And the 5th oath should be that the wrath of Allah be upon her if he is one of the truthful ones. And had it not been Allah's grace and his mercy on you, and that Allah is oft pardoning, all wise, you would have been ruined and undone. Verily those who brought forward the lie are a band of you. Do not regard it an evil to you. Nay, it is good for you. Unto every man of them will be paid that which he has earned of the sin. And as for him among them who had the greater part therein, he shall have a grievous chastisement. Why did not the believers, men and women, when you heard of it, think well of themselves, and say, This is a manifest lie? Why did they not bring 4 witnesses about it? But since they have not brought witnesses, they are liars before Allah. And had it not been Allah's grace and his mercy on you in the world and the hereafter, a grievous chastisement would certainly have touched you on account of the discourse which you entered into. When you received it with your tongues, and uttered with your mouths what you had no knowledge of, and you counted it a trifle, while in the sight of Allah it is very great. And why did you not, when you heard it, say, It is not right of us to speak of this. Glory be to you, O Lord. This is a great calumny. Allah admonishes you that you should never repeat the like of it forever, if you are true believers. And Allah makes clear to you the signs, and Allah is knowing, wise. Verily those who love that indecency should be spread concerning those who believe, theirs will be a painful punishment in the world and the hereafter, and Allah knows, while you do not know. And had it not been for the grace of Allah and his mercy on you, and Allah is compassionate, merciful, you would have been chastised. O you who believe, do not follow the steps of the Satan, and whoever follows the steps of the Satan, then verily he commands indecency and wrong. Had it not been Allah's grace and his mercy on you, not one of you would have ever been pure. But Allah purifies whom he pleases, and Allah is all-hearing, all-knowing. And let not those who possess dignity and ease among you swear against giving to the near of kin and the needy, and fugitives for the cause of Allah, and they should pardon and overlook. Do you not like that Allah should forgive you? And Allah is forgiving, merciful. Verily those who accuse chaste, believing women unaware of evil are cursed in this world and the hereafter, and for them shall be a grievous chastisement. On the day when their tongues and their hands and their feet testify against them as to what they used to do. On that day Allah will pay them their just due, and they will know that Allah, He is the very manifest truth. Impure women are for impure men, and impure men for impure women. Good women are for good men, and good men are for good women. Such are innocent of that which they say. For them is forgiveness and a bountiful provision. O you who believe, do not enter houses other than your own houses until you have asked permission and saluted those in them. That is better for you, so that you might be admonished. And if you find no one therein, still do not enter them until permission is given to you. And if it is said to you, go back, then go back, for it is purer for you, and Allah is cognizant of what you do. It is no sin for you that you enter uninhabited houses wherein you have some goods, and Allah knows what you reveal and what you conceal. Tell the believing men to lower their gaze and guard their modesty. That is purer for them. Verily Allah is all aware of what they do. And tell the believing women to lower their gaze and guard their modesty, and do not display their adornment except that which is ordinarily apparent of it, and to draw their veils over their bosoms, and not to reveal their adornment save to their own husbands, or their fathers, or their husbands' fathers, or their sons, or their husbands' sons, or their brothers, or their brothers' sons, or their sisters' sons, or their women, or those whom their right hands possess, their slaves, or the male attendants void of sexual stimulant, or the children who know naught of women's nakedness, and let them not stamp their feet in walking so as to reveal what they hide of their adornment. And turn unto Allah altogether, O believers, in order that you may succeed. And marry those among you who are single and the righteous among your servants, male or female. If they are poor, Allah will enrich them out of His grace, and surely Allah is all-embracing, all-knowing. And let those who do not find the means to marry keep themselves chaste until Allah enriches them out of His grace. And those of your slaves who seek a writing of emancipation, write it for them if you know any good in them, and give them of the wealth of Allah which He has bestowed upon you. And do not compel your slave girls to prostitution when they desire chastity, in order that you may make a gain in the life of the world. And whoever compels them, then unto them, verily after their compulsion, Allah will be forgiving, merciful. And certainly we have sent down unto you clear revelations, and an example of those who passed away before you, and an admonition unto the pious ones. Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. The similitude of His light is as a niche wherein is a lamp. The lamp is in a glass. The glass is as it were a glittering star, lit from a blessed olive tree, neither of the east nor of the west, whose oil would almost glow forth of itself, though no fire touched it. Light upon light, Allah guides unto His light whom He pleases, and Allah sets forth similitudes for mankind, and Allah is all aware of all things. This lamp of guidance is found in houses which Allah has allowed to be exalted, and that His name be mentioned therein. There glorify Him therein in the mornings and the evenings. Men who neither merchandise nor any sale diverts from the remembrance of Allah, and the keeping up of prayer and paying the poor rate, they fear a day in which the hearts and eyes will be overturned. That Allah may reward them with the best of what they have done, and increase for them out of His grace, and Allah gives sustenance to whom He pleases, without stint. And for those who disbelieve, their deeds are as a mirage in a desert, which the thirsty one supposes to be water, until when he comes unto it, he finds it naught, and finds Allah with him who pays him his reckoning in full, and Allah is swift in taking account. Or the unbeliever's deeds is like utter darkness in a vast abysmal sea. There covers him a wave, above which is another wave, above which is a cloud, with layers of darkness one over the other. When he holds out his hand, he can hardly see it, and for whomever Allah does not appoint light, for him there is no light. Have you not seen that unto Allah glorifies whosoever is in the heavens and the earth, and the birds with wings outspread in their flight? Each one knows its own mode of prayer and praise, and Allah is aware of what they do. And unto Allah belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth, and unto Allah is the ultimate return of all. Have you not seen that Allah drives gently the clouds, then joins them together, then converts them into a mass, and you see the rain coming forth from the midst of them? And He sends down from the heaven, from the clouds like mountains, wherein is hail, afflicting therewith whom He pleases, and turning it away from whom He pleases. The flash of its lightning well nigh blinds the sight. Allah alternates the night and the day. Verily there is a lesson in this for those with sight. And Allah has created every animal from water. So of them is a kind that walks upon its belly, and a kind that walks upon 2 legs, and a kind that walks upon 4. Allah creates what He pleases. Verily Allah is all-powerful over everything. Verily we have sent down revelations explanatory, and Allah guides whom He pleases unto a straight way. And they say, we believe in Allah and the Messenger, and we obey. Then after that, some of them turn away. These are not really believers. And when they are summoned unto Allah and His Messenger, in order that He may judge between them, behold, some of them are averse. But if the truth be on their side, they come unto Him willingly with submission. Is there in their hearts a disease? Or do they doubt? Or are they in fear that Allah and His Messenger will deal unjustly with them? Nay, but such are the unjust ones. The saying of the believers, when summoned to Allah and His Messenger, in order that He may judge between them, is no other than that they say, we hear and we obey, and those are they that are the successful. And whoever obeys Allah and His Messenger, and fears Allah, and is in awe of Him, so these are they who are the victorious. They have sworn by Allah the most earnest oaths, that if you order them, they will certainly go forth. Say, do not swear. Better than this is honorable obedience. Verily Allah is aware of what you do. Say, obey Allah and obey the Messenger. But if you turn away, then on him is only what is imposed on him, and on you is what is imposed on you. And if you obey him, you shall be on right guidance, and nothing is on the messenger but the clear conveyance of the message. Allah has promised those of you who believe and do righteous deeds that He will certainly appoint them successors in the earth, as He appointed successors those before them, and that He will certainly establish for them their religion which He has chosen for them, and that certainly He will, after their fear, give them security in exchange. They will worship Me alone, and not associate anything with Me. And whoever disbelieves after this, then these are they that are evildoers. And establish prayer, and pay the poor rate, and obey the Messenger, so that mercy may be shown to you. Think not that the disbelievers can frustrate Allah's plan in the earth. Their abode is the fire, and an evil destination it is. O you who believe, do let those whom your right hands possess, and those of you who have not reached puberty, ask permission of you at 3 times for coming into your room, before the morning prayer, and at midday when you put off your clothes, and after the night prayer. These are 3 times of privacy for you. It is no sin for you or for them if after those 3 times some of you go round attendant upon the others. Thus does Allah make clear the revelations for you, and Allah is all-knowing, all-wise. And when the children among you reach puberty, then let them ask permission, even as those before them used to ask it. Thus does Allah make clear His revelations for you. Allah is all-knower, all-wise. And as for women advanced in years, who have no hope of marriage, it is no sin for them if they put off their outer clothes in such a way as not to show adornment, and if they refrain themselves, it is better for them, and Allah is all-hearing, all-knowing. There is no blame upon the blind, nor any blame upon the lame, nor any blame upon the sick, nor on yourselves, that you eat from your houses, or the houses of your fathers, or the houses of your mothers, or the houses of your brothers, or the houses of your sisters, or the houses of your father's brothers, or the houses of your father's sisters, or the houses of your mother's brothers, or the houses of your mother's sisters, or from that whereof you hold the keys, or from the house of your friend. No sin shall it be for you whether you eat together or apart. But when you enter houses, salute one another with a greeting from Allah, blessed and good. Thus does Allah make clear His revelations for you, so that you might understand. Only these are the true believers who believe in Allah and His Messenger, and when they are with Him on a matter requiring collective action, they go not away until they have asked permission of Him. Verily those who ask permission of you are they who believe in Allah and His Messenger. So if they ask your permission for some affair of theirs, give permission to whom you please of them, and ask forgiveness of Allah for them. Verily Allah is forgiving, merciful. Make you not the calling of the Messenger among you as your calling one another. Allah does know those of you who steal away, hiding themselves. Therefore let those who go against His order beware, lest a trial afflicts them or a painful punishment befalls them. Beware, verily unto Allah belongs whatsoever is in the heavens and the earth. He does know what state you are upon, and He knows the day when they shall be returned unto Him. Then He will inform them of what they did, and Allah is knower of all things. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Blessed is He who sent down the Furqan, the distinction of right and wrong, upon His servant, that he may be a warner to the worlds. He to whom belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth, and He has not taken any son unto Himself, nor has He any partner in His dominion, and He created everything, then ordered them in due proportions. Yet they have taken gods besides Him, gods that do not create anything, while they are themselves created, and they do not own for themselves any hurt or profit, nor can they control death, nor life, nor resurrection. And those who disbelieve say, This Quran is nothing but a lie, which he, our apostle, has forged, and other people have helped him at it. So indeed they have done injustice and uttered a falsehood. And they say, The Quran is the stories of the ancients, he has got them written, so they are dictated before him morning and evening. Say, He sent it down who knows the secrets in the heavens and the earth. Verily He is ever forgiving, merciful. And they say, What sort of a messenger is this, that he eats food and he walks about in the markets? Why has not an angel been sent down to him, to be a warner with him? Or why has not a treasure been bestowed on him? Or why has he not a garden to eat of it? And the unjust say, You follow none other than a man bewitched. Behold, how they strike similitudes for you, but they have gone astray, so they shall not be able to find a way to the truth. Blessed is he who, if that were his will, could give you better things than all that. gardens beneath which rivers flow, and He will give you palaces. But they deny the hour of resurrection, and we have prepared a blazing fire for him who denies the hour. When it sees them from a far place, they will hear its raging and roaring. And when they are cast, coupled in fetters, into a narrow place of that fire, they will call out there for destruction. It will be said to them, Call not this day for one destruction, but call for many destructions. Say, Is that better, or the eternal garden which has been promised to the pious ones? That shall be a reward and a resort for them. For them there will be therein whatever they desire. They will dwell there forever. It is for your Lord a promise that must be fulfilled. And remember the day He will muster them and that which they worship instead of Allah. And He shall say, Was it you who misled these, my servants, or did they themselves go astray from the way? They will say, Glory be to you. It did not behoove us that we take any guardians besides you, but you did provide them and their fathers to enjoy until they forgot the message, and they were a people in perdition. Allah will say to the idolaters, So they shall indeed belie you of what you say, so you shall not be able to avert your penalty, nor get help, and whoever of you be unjust, we will cause him to taste a great torment. And we never sent any messengers before you, but they certainly ate food and walked in the markets. And we have made some of you a trial for the others. Will you bear patiently? And your Lord is ever seeing,